Hello, everyone. It's Wednesday, and this is Rose and Carter do the JOB, when we look at a specific event in the wrestling calendar. First off, Bully Boy, I'd like to apologise for making you sit through an hour of this. We're looking at XPW Exit the Sandman from November the 16th, 2002, from the old ECW arena, which was like the Viking Hall or something at the time. I've purposely picked something that we don't normally watch because it's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you seen XPW before?
No, never. I've heard about it, but never. I don't think I ever recall watching any. I'm sure I'd fucking remember. To be fair, if I'd have ever seen anything from them.
I've got a couple of their DVDs. I've got I can see them now. One's like a box thing of their TV.
Right.
And where's the other fucker? Yeah, one's called After the Fall 2. Don't know what that's all about. I don't think I've ever watched it, but they, when you see them in like CEX for like fucking 30 pence, yeah. So they're them. It was only like 50 odd minutes long on the YouTube, and it's like a home release. It said at the start it was like XPW home video, so I'm assuming just that's how it rolled. First match: Chris Chetty versus Shark Boy. What do you make of that, man?
I ain't wrote a lot for it, to be honest. I wrote a bit.
I didn't write a lot for any, to be fair, because I'm not sure I can put it into words.
The first match I thought was all right. Actually, it wasn't that bad. It was good. I think that, like, looking at it, I wouldn't. I know, like, maybe considering the guys involved, it wouldn't have been. But to me, like, it was more like the main event than any of the other fucking shit matches on the card. To be fair, because there was, the false finishes towards, the end of that. There was quite a lot in it for an opener. And I love the finish, like the actual finishing move, that flippy thingy off the top, like stunner type thing. I thought that was decent. Which was quite rare to see. The match itself was good, but like I say, it was very it was fairly spotty, but it wasn't like a fucking over the top spot fest.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it wasn't like a fucking your typical today's wrestling, really. Because this is still 18 years ago, so it's not like it was yesterday, but it was a revolutionary promotion, really, because it kind of picked up where ECW left off.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed the first one. I think that, if you've got this video at home, watch the first fucking 8 minutes, then throw it away. Yeah. Because this match is worth watching on its own, I think. I quite enjoyed it. It wasn't an opener as we would think an opener, but then this is XPW, so what the fuck's an opener anyway? On another show, you've probably got people getting set on fire on an opener, so, as far as this promotion goes, it's as good a wrestling match as you're ever going to see. I like Chris Chetty and Shark Boy.
Yeah.
What have I written? Not a lot. This fucking Chris Chetty, considering this is like, the new ECW, as it were. Chris Chetty's very sort of old school heel still, isn't he? Arguing with the crowd and working. He's working rather than, much as it's still a flippy all action match, like he's still old school working sort of thing.
Yeah.
Shark Boy selling was pretty cool. At various different times. Yeah, all in all, by far the best match on.
Definitely.
There's some really quite different moves in this as well, like things I've never seen before, and but yet not too fucking stupid, not like stupidly dangerous. But yeah, cracking. Best one on by far. I think there's only 5 matches anyway, isn't there?
4, I think.
4, is it? Thank fuck for
that. I think the commentary was a little bit fast, a bit out of time as well, from what I can judge. I don't know about the other matches because I didn't fucking pay too much attention to them, to be fair. But the first match, I think they were like, the commentary was maybe half a second ahead. Not like it fucking made much of a difference. It's just something I picked up on, like, talking about what happened before it actually happened, like just by about a second or so. But yeah, but no, it was all right actually. That first match, it was enjoyable.
So yeah, I knew this wasn't going to be one of those reviews because we've reviewed some fucking brilliant shows on here. But like I said, I purposely picked something that I thought we would, is different. And I was lured into a false sense of security with a really good match at the start. And I thought, oh, maybe I got this all wrong. Maybe it's not going to be as bad as I thought it'll be. And then the next match happened. Let me get these fucking names right. The championship, by the way, the king of the deathmatch title. Yeah, that's a thing. The hardcore homo, Angel. The hardcore homo. Yeah, that's the name of the wrestler. That's not me saying it. Don't fucking send me messages of homophobia. Versus Altar Boy Luke versus Supreme. Now, you look at any of these wrestlers, any of these human beings, wrestlers isn't the word that I'll fucking think of. Supreme, maybe, but the other two, not a fucking chance. They're children in fucking shell suit bottoms. And I've not written a lot other than the words clusterfuck, and I want this to end. Absolute abortion.
I've wrote there's what we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've wrote about 5 lines describing this match, and on one of the lines I've put it's one of the worst matches I've ever seen. Like that's like fucking 30 years, about 30 years of wrestling. I've probably it's hard to pick a worse match than that fucker right there. It was crazy. Like they were doing some fucking spots, and the fans weren't even reacting to the fucking spots.
They were right into that first match, weren't they? Right into it, and considering it, it was Shark Boy's first XPW show, and he was over as fuck, and it was getting heat, and it was the right kind of heat. And then in this one, you can hear them talking, which clearly shows they're not watching what's happening. Do you know what I mean? They're talking amongst themselves, talking about, what's on telly or what's for fucking tea, rather than talking about what's happening. The tiny bit of heat they get is when that extreme gets extreme and starts throwing chairs and shit about, which they're that kind of crowd. That's all good. But they didn't give a fuck about this Angel dude or Altar Boy Luke. I've heard of Altar Boy Luke, but I don't think I've ever seen him. But when they were doing their bits, it was rushed as fuck. It was like, oh, bump, boom, and then pick them up. So fucking rushed.
There's one of them. I can't remember when it was. Not. I don't think it was the Altar Boy. I think it was the other one, if I remember rightly. He just looked like a fucking. He just looked like a trainee. Like not just the way he dressed, but the way he was in the ring. Like he would get in there to do something, and it was almost like there was no fucking no energy. Like he would just go in there, and it's like he was looking at the other guy to just see, okay, what we're doing then. Like, what do you want to do? It was just like that.
Like it was a practice run.
Yeah, like it really was. It was fucking hideous.
The only other thing that I've written under here is mistimed, misguided, mismanaged. It's just there was no direction. It was fucking. I mean, I'm not against this hardcore shit, right? People get me wrong, I think, on that front. But I think there needs to be a reason and it needs to be done right. I'm a big Memphis wrestling fan, so I can't be against, chairs and tables and setting people on fire. I can't be against that because that will go against everything that I love. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't be against the weaponry and the fucking brutality because that's Memphis wrestling, But when it's done so fucking badly, it's fucking painful. It was almost uncomfortable to watch. Like fucking, this shouldn't go any longer. It's fucking please finish it. Like
it's the same as anything. Like it's the same as fucking say like comedy in wrestling, which is fucking brilliant when it's done right. But then you watch shit you know, like the same kind of thing. You watch it be done so wrong and so bad, it almost makes you fucking, just like you say, just want to stop it, like fucking, because this isn't what it should be, kind of thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
we
was.
spoke about the before, didn't we? When we did the bank holiday weekend, we sat and spoke about that. Like they went up the fucking scaffolding thing, and
Yeah,
the angel got thrown off, and then the altar boy. It was like a fucking world's strongest slam kind of gimmick through a table off
yeah,
the scaffolding was the finish. The altar boy actually got the win. I think my head was in my hands at that point because I didn't quite see the pin. The missus told me what happened because I wasn't watching. Match number 3, Danny Dorian versus Chaos TV Championship. I like Danny Dorian, and we watched him and the Honky Tonk Man a while ago, didn't we?
we did. Yeah,
Talking about her, and really like I got over. You know, Danny Dorian's fucking over with me based on that match, and I expected better in this. But I've not really seen that Chaos before, other than
no,
maybe the bit of the XPW TV I've seen. But this is not fucking hell, I was right confused as to what's going on here because there's people everywhere. There's like fucking. It turns into half a battle royal halfway. I'm not sure who's who or what's what or who's on whose side or fucking what's going on.
yeah,
There's a manager called GQ Money
yeah.
who interferes on Chaos's behalf, and then there's this woman who I don't think I got the name of. I might have. Who comes in at fucking points. There's shit going down left, right, and centre. There's powder in the eyes of the referee. So then this GQ comes in like 3,000 times. Everyone's trying to pin Danny Dorian, including the fucking manager and the fucking woman and the actual TV champion. And the referee's counting it because he fucking can't see what's wanting. Like he can see the shoulders, but he can't see who's fucking pinning. So it turns into a fucking four-way almost, because like, every cunt's pinning Danny Dorian. It looks like Danny's over, and then there's fucking fire in the face of the referee now. So now there's powder around fire. So like the powder's going to set on fire as well. It's all shit going over. Chaos wins. Can't remember how. Don't really care. John Finnegan, the old fucking ECW referee, counts the actual pin because the other referee, old powder face, has been set on fire by GQ Money, who was the manager of Chaos and also a wrestler in the match, but wasn't in the match, as was this woman who didn't get the name of, who I'm surprised didn't fucking go over. To be fair, because yeah, what you got to say?
Wow. What have I put? Fuck, I put, first of all, the fans are fucking terrible. They clearly couldn't give a shit. Fucking Chaos starts the match, like still wearing the belt.
Yeah, I said, well, isn't that a fucking good belt to stay on all the way through that? Like, he must have fucking super glued that fucker on.
But imagine fucking wrestling with a belt like that, like bumping and shit. He took some moves in it, like, you know. I can't
right in the back.
I know, but yeah, I put it was fucking dull. The referee with the salt thing, like you said, all them people that were involved in this fucking match, when they were planning this match, did not one of them fuckers stop to think, hang on a minute, how's the referee gonna see? Like, how is he gonna know when to count when he's just been salted in the eyes? There's like 5 or 6 different people involved. Not one of them had the fucking brains to say, I don't think that's a very fucking bright idea, to be fair. But they went and done it anyway. So like, you know, he, like you're saying, he can see the shoulders, but he can't fucking see what's going on.
You can't see that it's, Chaos with bright blonde hair and a relatively fucking well put together geezer, and there's a fat manager and a fucking porn star woman. They're very different people. It's not like fucking the conquistadors doing the fucking double goozle. It's very different people. How is this happening? What the fuck? This isn't fucking Powers of Okinawa. This is fucking. This is like, this is fucking real. This is actually happening, and we actually watched it.
He's got the fucking salt in the organs, can't fucking see, but now it's. It was like.
I bet the booty was set on fire.
It's one of them things you just can't fucking. I always look at like, imagine showing a non-wrestling fan this, saying, "What do you think?" Like, you know, fucking hideous. I've never seen anything like. In fact,
I mean,
this.
just his booking was pretty fucking ropey at times, right? But never once has he had fucking Baby Doll try to pin Tully Blanchard. Never has that happened.
No, but the funny thing is, right? There's 4 matches on this show, and fucking match 2 and 3 will probably be in my fucking top 100 like worst matches. there's only fucking fucking hell, terrible. Fucking Dot Cotton. I fucking couldn't believe my fucking Elgins, to be honest, when I seen fucking 2 matches out of 4. How can 2 out of the 4 be fucking shit? Like that shit. What's the odds? You know what I mean? Fucking hell.
You accept a shit one now and again, don't you?
You what, so?
When it's this shit. It's not. This wasn't a bad match. It was fucking awful. It wasn't just a bad match. There was no way, you know, it was way beyond that.
You know,
and
like one.
I really like Danny Dorian. I respect Danny Dorian. I like him. And I've seen him had some bouters. Him and fucking Roadkill were a good team. You know, and I'm surprised WWE never had them for longer than they did. You know, that very brief window when the old ECW thing was starting again. But fuck, you know, I can't put all the blame at Chaos and his fucking band of freaks. He's involved in this fucking, you know, match putting together. Stick to your Honky Tonk Man match.
Yeah.
That would have got over.
It would have. Fuck me.
Next, we have Sandman's retirement speech.
Oh, yeah.
Now, it was interrupted by this fat clown, and at the start, I didn't know who the fuck this fat clown was.
No.
Or the 2 children that the Sandman was with. I didn't know they were at the start either. Sandman looks actually quite sober in this. I don't know whether that's because if the 2 children were actually his kids, so maybe he might have to have been a little bit more sober. Turns out it's Pogo the clown.
Right.
In a very sort of school playground argument. You know, no, you shut up, no, you shut up, that kind of shit. It's Tyler and Kelly are the kids. Sandman fucking swings his stick at Pogo the clown, who just happens to be stood in front of the sun. Pogo, who is fucking massive, moves out the way, and it's the kid. So Sandman, it's the kid.
Yeah.
Then he goes after Pogo. The daughter tries to stop him, and then the fucking daughter, with the old knee to the gonads of the Sandman, then like this Kelly's saying shit. Like, I'm not quite sure what she's saying because it's all very fucking muffly. So Kelly, the daughter of the Sandman, turns heel on Sandman because she's jealous of Tyler. I got that bit. It's all a bit of an abortion. And I don't know where it goes after this. I'm surprised there wasn't some kind of Sandman versus Pogo thing on this.
Yeah.
But did it build to something? Who knows? Yeah, it was a bit much of a much. Like the finish was all right. You know, I get the fucking heel turn girl thing, but the old argument with fucking Sandman and Pogo, I thought was, you know, it wasn't comedic. It wasn't fucking big hard men arguing. It was a fat clown saying "shut up," and then it was Sandman saying "you're fat." It was very sort of childish, I thought, but you know, yeah. What you make?
Yeah, it was a bit odd because I didn't know where they went from there. Like, you know, because I don't really know the catalogue of shows that they done. So, like, where did they go from there? You know, after that, was that, like you're saying, was there any kind of thing with?
This was meant to be the retirement, right? Sandman was there to retire.
Yeah.
Clearly, he didn't do because he must have done something with Pogo after.
He must have, because that would be a pretty fucking shitty retirement, wouldn't it? Really?
Yeah.
like,
I mean, but who goes to a show to retire, to announce a retirement, and doesn't have a retirement match as such?
Yeah, that's odd, isn't it?
Yeah, like the name of the show, Exit Sandman, speaks for itself. You know, you can almost, you can work out it's going to be his last one. But like, I'm not. That just didn't seem to make any head nor tail of what actually was going on in. But if we didn't keep up with the product, so we're not going to fucking know, are we?
Oh no.
It's main event time now, folks. It's the big one for the XPW World Heavyweight Championship. The champion is Shane Douglas, who is accompanied by Lizzie Borden, the porn star. And she's against Vic Grimes of getting thrown off the scaffolding by New Jack fame. I really like Shane Douglas. Just putting that out there.
I've wrote that down as well. Like I'm a fan of Shane Douglas, to be honest. I always thought he'd done a great promo, and I thought he had a great look, like especially in his prime, like in his ECW prime, like not probably 96, I guess it would have been 97, maybe something like that. Just thought he was a fucking. I think ECW was like the perfect place for him because he could say what the fuck he want. Yeah, he was.
I still watch his matches now. He works a lot with Bobby Fulton's promotion. I say now, like within the last year, 18 months or whatever. And this is 18 years ago or whatever. And he's having better matches now in the condition that he's in now and the age he is now than he was against fucking Vic Grimes in this place. Like, I mean, this wasn't by far. This wasn't as bad as anything else we've seen on the show.
Oh no!
My cup of Charlie. You know, it was a bit of a mess.
I said it was pretty shit. To be fair, like it can't compare to shitness of the other two matches that we've just seen. But certainly was.
This is like the smell of shit rather than actually the taste.
Yeah.
I didn't understand who the fucking villain was because Vic Grimes was clearly acting like a villain.
Yeah.
Shane Douglas was with Lizzie Borden, or I believe was a villain, and Joey Styles on the commentary is knocking Shane Douglas in a, you're a heel styly. So I was a little confused about that. Maybe there wasn't one because it's XPW. Who needs goodies and baddies when you're, as good as they were. That Vic Grimes is quite acrobatic, in fairness. And even Shane Douglas does the fucking dive off the top at this point, which shocked me.
Yeah.
The chairs get brought in. The fucking guardrails get brought in. This is what I found was fucking funny. So Vic Grimes comes out from the curtain with a guardrail, massive fucking 8-foot sheet of metal, pretty much. Lizzie Borden tries to stop him. He crushes her against the other fence, carries on to the ring, and then the next fucking shot that you see is her just walking off as if fuck all's happened. She's fine. Yeah, don't worry about me. I got squashed by a fucking 30-stone man and a bit of metal, but I'm all right. Don't worry about me. Now, that last match we watched with Chaos and Dorian and the manager and the woman that I said in jest became a fucking 4-way. This one actually in real life became a 3-way.
Yeah.
Chris Candido came out and started fucking popping people. Not sure what the score is here, but it looked like Candido had already been on because he had his gear on and like half a leg and was selling some kind of injury and shit. And I think Vic had done something to him earlier. I don't know why we wouldn't have seen this on a video if it was played out. I understand leaving matches off of a video.
Yeah.
But why would you not put this match on if it's pivotal to the fucking the finish? Like, or if we would have known what happened to Candido, it would have made more sense, right?
Yeah, but I mean, even if the whole match weren't on it, just at least fucking explain what happened, or at least
put a fucking picture on, don't matter, like some kind of information. A 30-second fucking highlight gimmick will do, wouldn't it? So now it's a 3-way. There's a cat fight because Tammy's there, a la Sonny. So Tammy and Borden are fucking rolling around a little bit. At this point, I want it to end. Sonny goes through the table, not just fucking. Oh, he gets like power. She gets power bomb through the table onto Lizzie Borden, didn't she? And it don't fucking break. Lizzie Borden just kind of bounces, and then the second one she goes through, and the finish. After all this fucking, there's chairs and tables and fucking guardrails, and two people becoming three people, and two fucking managers having to go at each other, and all this shit. And this is the main event. After what we've seen a fucking powder in the eyes, and we've seen setting fire to a referee, people getting thrown off the scaffolding, and the finish of the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship, Shane Douglas rolls up Chris Candido.
There we go.
The best two wrestlers on the show by far. Like fucking, there's no one that even comes close. You know, not even within sniffing distance of these two. And that's the finish. And that is XPW in a nutshell. Anything else to say on that fucking World Championship?
No, I just thought it was shit, to be fair. Like, I really did like it. The other two matches before it were fucking god awful. Because I've always said as well, right, there's fucking one match that I've seen in person. I mentioned it to you before. It was fucking... I'm sure I mentioned it on one of these podcasts as well. It was No Mercy in Manchester, and the fucking worst match I've ever seen in person or on TV was there. It was fucking Gilbert and Tiger Ali Singh. But I'm telling you, these two fucking matches tonight, they fucking pipped that. I'm telling you, they fucking shit all over that for shitness. Like, they're awful. So this fucking last match, like the main event, wasn't fucking anywhere near as bad as them two, but it wasn't very good at all, to be honest. So
no, and it's a shame because Shane Douglas, doesn't do shit.
No,
and Shane Douglas is fucking, fucking right up there. I don't think he gets the credit he deserves. But
no, he doesn't.
The credit he deserves isn't for this. And maybe it's just because of the shit that he was working with, because Vic Grimes, for fuck's sake, you know what I mean? But, I've never seen a Vic Grimes match I've enjoyed.
Well, no.
And he might be a lovely person. Who knows? But I've never seen a Vic Grimes match I've enjoyed. XPW in a nutshell is a load of bollocks.
Very much, yeah.
Enjoyed the first match. The rest a load of shit. Clearly had some money to spend. The crowd was there plenty in.
Yeah.
But load of bollocks. And I promise we'll do something better next week. Something more our cup of tea.
Yeah.
Friday we're doing Kamala. 4 matches apiece of Kamala.
Yeah.
Which will be very different to this, I'm sure. I've already looked into next week's show pick, but on Friday we'll do the picking for next week, because you've got to pick your tag team and I've got to pick my singles, and then we got the show pick. We'll do that Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone, like, normally at the end of these, I'd go and watch this fucking thing we just had a look at, because it was marvellous. Like, we've done fucking Great American Bash 85 and King of the Ring 93 and all the fucking good ones. Like, go and have a look. It's fucking good shit. Just don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. It's not worth it for your time.
It's a good job it's only a fucking hour long, because if you told me to fucking watch this and it's like 3-4 hours, like, fucking hell. It'd take me like a month to watch it, to be honest. Fucking rotten.
I had to do this hour in 2 halves. I had an anger break after match 2. Yeah, like, fucking, we need to send this to Jim Cornette and say, fucking watch this, Jim. Give us your opinion. Now we've been speaking for nearly 30 minutes on this subject. I reckon Jim Cornette would get fucking 4 hours out of this bad boy. And rightfully so. But yeah, that's fucking XPW. We've got to do the shit as well as we'll do shit again, no doubt about it. We will do shit again. But I think it should be even shitter than this. I think we should go to the fucking darkest depths of shit. Maybe even like some shit fucking independent show that no one's ever heard of with people that we never heard of.
Yeah.
Because, you know, to a degree, with the likes of Chris Chetty and Danny Dorian and Shane Douglas and Shark Boy, I've gone soft because I like them.
Yeah.
Whereas if they're people that I don't know and don't give a fuck about, then, you know, it's fair game, isn't it? You know, I don't want to offend Shane Douglas because he's fucking, you know, he's amazing. You know, I don't want to offend Danny Dorian because I really like, you know, fucking, these are good people, good, you know, good wrestlers. But yeah, that's that. That's fucking XPW. We'll see everyone Friday for Kamala. Laters.